Hey everyone, welcome back. I hope you've been enjoying August so far. This week we have the full moon happening in Aquarius on Thursday. Now, at the full moon, I will normally tell you to think about releasing things, right? Because we've built up all this energy, and the full moon is a time for release after this big explosion of energy. And you may find with, Leo and Aquarius happening in the sky, that's what makes the full moon when they're opposed to one another, the sun and the moon. So you may find this week that you do have these really big outbursts, this big spurts of energy or sparks of ideas or thoughts around who you are as an individual, who you are within groups or teams, right? That's more Aquarius energy. And so I want you to get those things out. I want you to express who you are and how you are again within community so that you can move on to doing the work, not just needing to talk about the work, right? So that's going to be really important. That's going to be the release this week is going to be just that, just getting all those big parts of energy, those big ideas and thoughts, get them out so that you can start to do something with them. Okay, so not your usual release that I would talk to you about. Also, this week on Tuesday, we will be releasing the next podcast of all the things with the magical cartographers. So make sure that you check that out on Tuesday. So let's have one last little shuffle of the cards and we will get started. All right, so first in our spiritual connection, we have the Eight of Wands here. Next, for our health and happiness, we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, good, lots of action happening. Next, for our love and relationships, we have the Sun card. For our business and career, we have the Page of Wands. And last but not least, for our overall card, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so we have a lot of action happening here, right? We were just talking about that. So there's lots of wands, those are our action suits, and then the sun is our big, bright Leo energy. So, think about this in terms of internally when we look at the Eight of Wands, the Ace of Wands, taking those actions, right? Both getting to the point where we are mastering, getting used to taking actions, and then being open to new ideas and new actions. And then externally is more of a finding comfort in things. And we'll get more into what that comfort's going to be. So let's get started with our spiritual connection card. And here we have the Eight of Wands. And this week, I want you to think about taking action without worrying about every repercussion that may come with it, right? We spend a lot of time in our heads like, I know I need to do this thing, but what if X, Y, and Z? Sometimes you just have to move. Sometimes you just have to take action. You just have to let things happen and learn from the experience. You can't experience life by thinking about it, by planning for it. Sometimes you just have to start moving and learn what you learn on the way. And that really is the message of the Eight of Wands here this week, is taking this energy and just moving, and worry about the rest as it happens, okay? Next, for our health and happiness, we have the Ace of Wands here. And this is also about taking action, but this is about when you're looking internally and looking for things to make you happy, to make you feel better. Sometimes it is that next action, right? You have this idea that now you've put into action, and the Ace of Wands is that new little spark, that new little energy that pops up that makes you smile, that get you out of the funk real fast. It's not a long-term solution. It's not, a plan that manifests that you've been growing for 10 years. It's that little spark of joy that comes when you take that first step, when you take the next leap, when you start to move your physical body, your physical space, and not just keep thinking about things, right? So this is crossing that boundary between your thoughts and moving them into actions this week for your health and happiness. It feels really, really good. I think there's a lot of us that have been kind of stuck with that. And this Leo Aquarius energy definitely is it's a wonderful catalyst to get you moving. All right, now let's move down to our love and relationships. And here we have the Sun card. And this it feels really big and bold, but in a very calm and comfortable way, right? So the Sun card is the Leo energy. It is the sun. It is big and bold and bright and beautiful, but it's feeling that comfort in being that way. Sometimes we don't want to have the attention on us. We don't want things to be all about us. And the sun is reminding us that, you're the sun, right? Things in your life revolve around you, and start to be easy with that. Start to be comfortable with that, right? The relationships that you are in right now, you have to remember that you only have control over you. And we talked last week about manifesting and the fact that you're manifesting everything around you. So why not manifest some good things? The sun here is giving that message of everything is revolving around you. So why not be easy with that? Why not allow yourself to sit in that and just shine? If you're in a relationship where you can't sit and shine, then you're not in the right relationship. Whether it's a personal, intimate relationship or whether it's a friendship, everybody should be able to sit and shine just as they are. And if people don't appreciate that, then you don't need those people around you. Okay, next let's move on to our business and career. And here we have the Page of Wands. Here again, we have more action, but the pages are about kind of collecting information. So I want you to think within your business, what information can you actively collect this week about how to grow, about how to stabilize if you've been growing, about how to get started if you haven't started yet. This is the time for you to really listen and take action, right? I want you to go out and get advice. I want you to go out and hear what people want, hear what people need, hear people give you critique about your business or what you're offering or what you're hoping to start, and make a point of asking for that feedback. Don't just sit back and wait for things to happen or something to go wrong and then you try to fix it later. This is the time for you to really start gathering that information really actively. Okay, last but not least, we've got the Queen of Pentacles in our overall position this week, and this is the comfort that I mentioned in the beginning. So last week here we had the Empress, which feels very much like the Queen of Pentacles energy. But this is a very grounded and centered energy, and it's nurturing, right? It's more nurturing. It's more realizing that just by being who you are giving comfort to people. When you are your authentic self, when you are doing the things that allow you to sit and shine, when you are actively moving forward these thoughts and ideas that you've had, when you're putting them into action, that can feel very comfortable for you, and it can feel very comfortable for the people that are around you. It can feel very nurturing, right? You're showing people what they can expect, who they can grow into, how this can be really helpful for everyone that comes into contact with you, right? So don't think about yourself individually. think about yourself individually. You're the only person that you can control, but know that who you are, the actions that you're taking as an individual are felt by everyone around you. They create this comfortable space for everyone who comes into contact with you. There is an easiness that you are creating for people by just being who you are and doing the things that you need to do. Being the person that you need to be is going to create this really nurturing environment for folks and for yourself. So there's a balance here between mostly doing. Full moon, moving up to that full moon in Aquarius on Thursday. I want you just doing, showing up, being unafraid to just be who you are and taking action on things that are coming up for you. And knowing that by doing that, by being your authentic self, you are creating this beautiful comfort within yourself and this aura of comfort all around you. So don't be afraid to take some action, to do what you know needs to be done, because that's really who you are and that's really what you need. So I hope this was helpful for you. Have a spectacular week. Let me know how you enjoyed the full moon in Aquarius this week, and stay magical, y'all.